to the night where we light up the spot. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dollar shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you.
Get you to the mother load.
Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows.
Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thank you for being here, everybody. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Let's take off the headphones. Oh, what's going on, guys? Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Piper Academy Network. I'm Lunar Beaches Crypto, coming to you live Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Piper Academy Network. This is Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Hope you enjoyed the nice little groove that we had going on. You know what I mean? We had that little bit of the groove. I just saw the title and just burned on my ADA. Yeah, I don't know. I saw an article. It was interesting, and I was like, well, let's just get into it. I haven't even read the article, but I saw the headline, and I'll get you with the headline, you know? They get you with the headline. How's everybody doing this evening? Let's go ahead and bring up the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Guys, it is FOMO Friday, so we are having fun, as always. Got a little bit vulnerable last night. And I do want to give a shout out to Allset. Allset messaged me on Twitter, and we talked about some trading, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Reached out to me, made sure I was okay. I'm okay. Just a lot going on, man. Just a lot going on, and might be having some changes in my personal life soon. And that's all I'll say for now. But potentially new opportunities, new chapters, maybe opening up, beginning, chapter closing, and new beginnings. It's not even really a maybe. It's just a matter of when now. So, but without getting into too much detail, I'll just say that the hope is that it will free up my time, allow me to get better sleep, and make more money and be able to trade. We'll see how it goes, but we'll get into that soon, probably. Maybe after Vegas. We'll see. But anyways, what's going on, everybody? Good evening, good evening, good evening, Jesse. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like, says Jesse, and I agree. Make sure you hit the like. Crypto Chef in the house. Chef's kiss. What's going on, Crypto Chef? Hope you're doing well. Alexandra G Unit. The Mod Queen, thank you for being here. As always, pinning that link in the chat. Make sure you guys join the Discord, become a Piper Academy alumni member today. Get all these perks. You get the Piper Plan DCA strategy, which is amazing. Trade setups. You get TA education and much more. Q&As, I think maybe that said that, but yeah. Just good stuff, good alpha, access to subscriptions that you would normally have to pay like over $100 for. You get it for $5. Just saying. Check it out. Alexander G, thank you for being here as always, being a boss. Crypto Pollo Cluck Cluck, what's going on, my guy? Lunar, let's get it, brother. Wow, look at the moon tonight. Yes, looking good, huh? Looking good. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Adam D? Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody is a thing for Memphis. The Memphis thing. Memphis versus everybody. So are you just being cultural, or are you from here? It's always cool to meet fellow Memphians. Like, what's his name? John something. John. Oh, why am I blanking? John something. Memphis guy. I can't be at BTC this year. I had to work. That's very unfortunate. LBC, amazing. You're amazing. Good evening, Retro Mike Tech. He's the one that said he's burning all of his ADA. Chingy, I'm old school. Yeah, Chingy. Yeah. That's not. Is that considered old school now? Chingy? My goodness. Melissa, what's going on, Melissa? One love in the chat. What's going on? All set. Just got done shouting you out. Thank you for being here. All set. And I do appreciate you. Now that I see that you're here, I appreciate you checking up on me and looking out and all that stuff yesterday. Meant a lot. So All Set's a real one, just so y'all know. All Set is definitely a real one. And yeah. Mad love All Set. Guys, still sideways, still consolidating. We figured we would get a correction. It seems like it's not wanting to be a deep correction. I don't know. But get over here. Get over here. Let's go over here. Just gonna take a look at the old coin market crap. We got our fear and greed sitting at 69. Our market cap sitting at $3.33 trillion. Coin market cap top 100. Is that what this is? What is this? CMC 100 index. Tracks the performance of the most significant cryptocurrencies based on market capitalization, providing an insight into the broader crypto market. It excludes assets pegged to the fiat currencies. Interesting. I have not seen this. Yeah, we're sitting at a 69. Nice, which is greed. Nice. I started this in 23. I mean, hasn't even, wait. Nah, it needs way more history on it. Anyways. The OGGGGG, hope you had an absolutely radical day. Yeah, and no, I still can't keep up. No. You're crazy. Alt season index, we're at a 26 now. I believe we were at a 17 just last week. Getting closer to that potential altcoin season. Minus $187 million in crypto ETFs flows. But that does include Bitcoin and altcoins and all that stuff. But the Bitcoin dominance at 62.1%, Ethereum at 9.3%, others at 28.5%. open interest. Perpetuals 686 billion. What? Almost $1 trillion in what? Olmex implied volatility. Bitcoin at a 46, Ethereum at a 73, of course, because Ethereum has had a much bigger pump than the Bitcoin. But anyways, so yeah, everything's looking pretty, everything's looking all right. Let's go ahead and go over to trending. Let's see what's trending. Bitcoin Onyx coin sitting at number 2 on the trending. XRP. Oh, no wonder. Look at that sharp increase to the upside. Same here for Nextbase. Stuff that I've never heard of before, of course. Ether.fi, ETHFi. I've heard of it. That one's been kind of going a little crazy recently. I fired along on Ondo at 95 cents, but this crabby sideways trash got me bored. So lots of popular coins in here. There's Cardano, part of the title, which I saw this article, and it is why this trending altcoin is replacing Cardano in portfolios in 2025. I don't even know what it is. And let's see. You ready? This is from Market Musing, or by Cryptopolitan News. There we go. Let's see. What do we got here? In 2025, investors are increasingly shifting their focus from established cryptocurrencies like Cardano to emerging opportunities such as Mutum Finance. Okay. Cardano, currently priced around 80 cents, has shown modest growth, with projections suggesting a potential rise to $1.13 by the end of the year, a 43% increase from its current value. While ADA's development, including the Hydra scaling solution, offers long-term promise, its price movement has been relatively stagnant, leading investors to seek higher-yielding alternatives. Enter Mutum Finance, a DeFi protocol that has garnered attention during its pre-sale phase. The altcoin's pre-sale is already in phase 4, which is already over 80% sold. So they're doing a pre-sale. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. So why is this bigger than Cardano? I guess I should read further, but I really don't like pre-sales. I just like open market stuff and mining. Way bigger fan of proof of work than anything. Yeah, believe what the internet tells you. Hola, French toaster. What's going on, my friend? Yeah, believe what the internet tells you. I don't understand what that means. What does that mean? About ADA being replaced? It's just an article, bro. Calm down. Everybody, people get so tribal with their cryptos. Like, it's just a crypto, bro. It's just a crypto. Just a crypto. Cardano was listed by Trump as one of the coins that will be listed in the crypto reserve. It used to be proof of work, now it's proof of tariff. Exactly. That's actually hilarious. A new platform behemoth in the making. Mutum Finance transforms the decentralized lending world through its exceptional dual borrowing system, which drives broad market adoption. Mutum Finance has gained support from over 9,800 investors during its pre-sale period. which has resulted in raising $8.2 million for the project. So you're telling me that this coin that's not even on the open market, it's in pre-sale, but it's somehow replacing Cardano in portfolios. 9,800 investors. Okay. So yeah, I got you with the clickbait title. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano. Who was it that called it Cardano? Going all in. Thanks, LBC. There you go. Not financial advice. Lunar, it's just a general statement. Every coin, when it launches, it dumps always. For sure. Don't take it personal. Please don't ever take anything that I say personal. Alexandra knows, long live the ICO portfolios. Oh, man. Those were the days of ICOs. Remember 2017 and all the ICOs, the ICO craze? Yeah, those were the days. I wasn't here, but, those were the days. You know what I mean? Kramer called it Cardano. Ah, there it is. Good evening, mad peeps. Good evening, Army Piper. Wait, I gotta make sure I do it the correct way. All right. At ease, soldier. I take everything personal. I have thin skin. We know, Piper. We've seen your head. Just jokes. All right, taking a look at the weekly here for Cardano. We've got it. We got the breakout. We got the back test. And now it's holding on top of the weekly dynamic reactor, so that looks good. We do have a hidden bullish divergence in here for Cardano. Let's pull this back to the 3-day. We do have money flow coming out on the 3-day, so we want to be careful here. Also, reversal signal. But it could just mean that it's just cooling off, just like everything else. Kind of been a boring week when it comes to the charts because we haven't had a ton of movement, actually. It's been mostly sideways, but love you, bro. Sorry, I've been super busy these days. Yeah, I've been super busy too, bro. 2017 ICO craze were the days. Every night I would scroll Bitcoin Talk forum. And it was just pages of new ICO announcements, man. And it blew up. Now, on the 1 hour, we do have Cardano coming up underneath the dynamic reactor, already getting a bearish back test and rejection. However, it is potentially putting in a W reversal pattern in here. And we do have the bullish divergence in here, so we can see it printing on here, but the money flow is still coming out even on the 1 hour, so we need that money flow to start to curve up. Let's see if we move down to a smaller time frame, if we can see money flow curving more to the upside. Looks like we do on the 15. Looks kind of like on the 15. Looks like it's kind of got that little curvature to it, and honestly, it's not even for this whole down move here. This money flow never really got too low. So even though it was red, it was still not too low. But it is on the 15-minute being held up by that dynamic reactor. We can get a break above that, and preferably this high at 79 cents. Get a little breakout above, get a nice OC retest either at that level or at the dynamic reactor, and then potentially move higher. Well, let's zoom back out and see potential. Let's just take a look at 4 hours, green candles, breakout, back test the dynamic reactor. We'll see if it can hold and then get continuation in here. Let's go ahead and pull a fixed range volume profile coming down, trying to fill the divot, as I call it. I like to call it a divot. Trying to fill the divot in here of volume that is sitting right here at the value area high. So if it can hold that, and that value area high is right there at that dynamic reactor too, so could potentially be seeing at least a short-term move to the upside. I would still express caution, would still be cautious because this could come back down. We do have a point of control sitting down here that we could come down to before it does ultimately move back to the upside. Now, what would bring Cardano down? Well, probably a move down in Bitcoin. Let me find the right chart. It just said whoop. Not the chart that I was on earlier. Here we go. All right, nice clean chart. All right, start at the daily. Bitcoin, we can see, had a push down today. Let's turn off the Market Oracle Pro. Plus, don't forget to check out Chart Prime. Link in the description down below. Get 45% off your first month. Get a bunch of trading indicators, or obviously you get a bunch of indicators. Trading classes every single day with the OC guy and Alex O Crypto sharing all of their wonderful trade and Chart Prime knowledge. So be sure to check them out. Pretty please. And Piper, I did not get to catch your show today. I was busy. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I was busy this morning during the time of your show. Well, first of all, I had to go and get a copy of my birth certificate so I can fly. So I can fly to Vegas. Because I was missing mine. So, but are you guys ready? Hold on, I gotta zoom in a little bit, because this is exciting for me. But so I was doing the birth certificate at 9, and then at 9:30 I was at the doctor. This my baby. This the arm. This the head. So there we go. My little bean. So yeah, went to go get the ultrasound today. Got to see my baby. Got to hear the heartbeat, all that stuff. So, absolutely loved it. So yeah, sorry Piper, I missed the show. But I had to go look at my brand spanking new baby. We're halfway through the pregnancy, and she'll be going to Vegas with me. So, yeah. You can miss my stream anytime for family. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I was busy doing this morning. So did not get to catch the stream this morning. Thank you, Dusty Hunt. Thank you, everybody, for all the congratulations. I appreciate you guys. All 10 fingers, all 10 toes, big, beautiful brain. And I said that to my coworker. I said, yeah, the baby had a big, beautiful brain. My coworker was like, your kid? And I said, no, my wife's. So yeah, with the real ID stuff, they've actually pushed the deadline back on that. It was originally May 7th, but they pushed the deadline back for like the paper IDs. So you can still use a paper ID. So, and that's what I'm probably going to have, because it probably won't come in time, because I didn't find out until like 2 weeks ago that you had to have like a whole real ID thing. Because we honestly didn't get our plane tickets until like 2 weeks ago, because we were just waiting, just, you know, watching prices, seeing what they were doing. And finally caught a deal. So I'm both excited and terrified to fly. Always hated flying. I've always had a love-hate relationship with flying. Love takeoff. Takeoff is so fun. Absolutely cannot stand turbulence. Turbulence destroys me. But the worst turbulence that I have ever experienced was flying into O'Hare in Chicago. Because you've come in, and if for those of you that have never flown into Chicago, you fly in over a river. That was kind of crazy, first of all. Second of all, I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard the term Windy City, but it was very windy when we were landing. Plane was coming in like this, right? Descending. And as we were getting down lower, the back of the plane the back of the plane just started shifting like this. And it was like the craziest, scariest ride of my life. That was flight of my life. It was not fun. I was so happy to touch ground. Touch down. And then I had to go from one side of the airport to the other side in like 7 minutes. And if you guys don't know O'Hare, it's pretty big. It was pretty big. Yeah. Turbulence puts me to sleep. Nope. Oh, what's even better is, see, it's really not that big of a deal for me, but my wife, apparently, I've never flown with her, but she's apparently terrified of flying. So someone's got to be strong. Thank you, Dusty Hunt. Good evening, Dusty Hunt, and thank you. Good evening, Jesus Saves. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. Congrats. What a blessing. You're going to try it again until you hear 2 heartbeats. Nope. This will be the last one. I mean, it's number 4, so I think we're good. Yep. I still need to get a real ID, but the DMV queue here is now booked through August. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Turbulence puts me to sleep. I got my real ID 10 years ago. How? I thought that was... Oh. It just became mandatory? Is that what it is? They've always had the real ID, or they've had it for a while? I didn't know that. We're going to be hearing touchdown a lot this year, RMT, okay? I have faith in Cam Ward. You know why? Because he's getting no hype from mainstream sports channels. Yeah, no more kids from me. I'm too old. Yeah. All right, so Bitcoin, what are we doing? Going sideways, apparently. It's not really, not really sure what this pattern is because it doesn't really look like a pattern. The closest pattern that I could think of that I was seeing in this was a diamond pattern. And I'm not real big on patterns per se, but I mean, this is the only one that I found that even looks remotely close to a potential pattern. It's just this would be a bullish diamond because it's breaking out bullishly, I guess, because diamond patterns are usually reversals. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Diamond pattern. I've gotten so slaw on my patterns. Not your most common patterns, but like the oddballs, like the diamond pattern. Yeah, I used to know all these patterns, but then I started time and price trading and pretty much never looked back. Diamond pattern trading. Let's see. Images. Yeah, see, these are usually reversals. Diamond bottom, diamond top. Look, let me just bring this over here. Yeah, see, this is a diamond. What? Oh, what is this? Okay. Diamond bottom. So you come into the diamond and then you break out. Diamond top. You come into the diamond and you break down. There's nothing that really shows a breakout where you come into the diamond and then break out to the upside. Because like I said, diamond pattern is a reversal pattern. Tends to be. So it might not even be a diamond. Or this is or it's going to complete the diamond over here. And then it's going to roll over. I don't know. This is why I'm not really big on patterns. Let me just draw some straight lines and see what we got going on with the straight lines, okay? How about that? So this is kind of our range in here. Let's go ahead and just pull a fixed range volume profile on this. Yep, we are at the value area high. Look at that. Almost got the dang value area high and low on point. So consolidation for me, this is kind of looking a bit more like bullish consolidation. But gotta be careful here because this could have been a sweep of the highs and we come down and we put in a low. This might actually, see, yesterday I was like, it's not really a flat correction, but now after today, it's shaping up more to look more like a flat correction, kind of like a running flat, which a running flat would mean you come into it. Whoops. Is this? This wouldn't really come up, come down, come up again, come down. No. See, golly, man, I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. Because it's nasty. It's just this little weird thing here, then this pull back, and then this move back up, then this pull back, and this move back up, and it's just nasty price action on the higher time frames. But let's say this is our range. We can come up here and close above 105, of course, on the 4 hour. Then potentially we could see more push to the upside, then we would look for the back test, and we would look for it to hold 105 and then continue higher. That's the bullish scenario. Bearish scenario, either we go ahead and roll over here, back test, continue lower. We do have an imbalance down in here that we've been watching around the 97 to 98K level. And then we could also just do a swing fail, SFP, swing failure pattern, where we fail to take the swing high, or at least fail to close above it. We just sweep it and we come back down into the range. And then typically you'll get a little bit of a pullback and then continuation to the downside. So I still favor a little bit more downside for now, just because, well, first of all, we're going into Friday. That Friday data could give us that push that gives us a sweep of the high. But what is also Friday? It's the day that leads to the weekend. What happens on the weekend? Low volume. So, push up, sweep the high, looking good, get a close above, low volume over the weekend, get a pull back. Where's Sunday? Right here. So, get a pull back, and then open Sunday up and continue to the upside. Or Monday. Well, Sunday night going into Monday. We could see the push up, some stagnation over the weekend, the push down to start Monday, and then continue to the upside. That would be my bullish scenario. And again, my bearish scenario is we just go into the weekend. Maybe we come up and we stall here and then roll over. Next week, I don't believe there's a lot of news, if any. June? Why are we so far ahead? Calm down. We got balance of trade Tuesday for Japan, inflation rate for UK, S&P global manufacturing PMI UK, existing home sales on Thursday. That's like the highest impact for next week is existing home sales. Red Book, API crude oil stock change. It might be important to pay attention to crude oil. Core inflation rate. This is UK again. Bunch of mortgage stuff. So housing, that could be, that could give us some clues. Not really high impact as far as short-term price action that you can like trade off of. Bunch of oil stuff, gasoline, a bunch of energy stuff. 17-week bill auction, 20-year bond auction. That might be important to pay attention to. Yeah. Chicago Fed National Activity Index. Initial jobless claims. So we have some initial jobless claims coming in Thursday. So continuing jobless claims, but initial jobless claims. So potentially some movers on Thursday. Existing home sales on Thursday. That's that one. Lots of home stuff, building stuff, homes. That's about it though. Not some energy stuff. Not a whole lot going on. Typically, when there's not a lot going on, it's typically favorable price action for traders because you don't have the bots involved as much. Home sales will be down for sure. Possibly. Probably. That pattern is too complicated for my bird brain. That range is sweet. Yep. Wave B of running flat still would overtake the origin of wave A. Wave C has the truncation. Wave B of the running flat would overtake the origin of wave A. Why am I all caps right now? Let's look into it, friends. These are your different kinds of flat patterns. Dang it. Zigzag, no. Where's my flats? There's my flats. Copy image, paste. Oh, there it is. No. Bullish market. I mean, it depends on if you count the wicks or not. But the wicks is where the institutions are, and Elliott wave theory is all about the institutions. So probably count the wicks. But if we don't count the wicks, and this is just a regular flat, like for the most part, which is this right here. Go red. Coming up into it, come down. This is an expanded flat. We didn't get an expansion above the range here, so that's why I wasn't calling it an expansion flat. And the running flat, see, I was thinking maybe this was going to be, but that's not it, because this is your running flat right here. Wait a minute. Did we already get an expanded flat? No. If we come up, come down, touch the bottom, up, down. I don't know. Doesn't look like a flat correction to me. I love you are picking up E-waves, LBC. It is all consuming sometimes. Picking up? I mean, I've been in Elliott wave theory for a few years now. I kind of backed off on getting really deep into it because I'm more cared about like macro structure, and there's certain things that I care to see more of, which is just your typical impulse, your typical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your ABC, and then your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your ABC, and then your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you lead to the bigger ABC correction, and all of that is part of an even bigger 1, 2, 3. Like it's waves inside of waves inside of waves, which is how I came up with Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. And because it's all about the Elliott wave theory. 5-wave move to the upside, start the correction. That's why I think this is the range. This is, I mean, obviously, because this is the most recent swing high, most recent swing low. Let's change this. Actually, let's delete all these. Get my color back to white. There we go. So yeah, I'm watching this high, this low, and we'll see where we go. Which way are we gonna break? Because right now, this is where Alex O Crypto calls it this is the hot dog. You've got the bun, right? You've got the bun. You've got the hot dog with the mustard or ketchup on it, whatever you like. I like to throw some cheese on mine. But yeah, You don't trade the hot dog. That's the whole point. You don't trade the hot dog. Been seeing a lot of people talk about these lately. These orbs. People been getting into the orbs. It's pretty interesting to see people getting into these orbs. I mean, I never really used them. Learned about them a few years ago. Actually, I first learned about something that's called initial balance, which is essentially almost the same thing. I think it's this one. Maybe not. Nope, not that one. So your initial balance is just like your initial range. What's up, Straight Vaping, CJ Nis? What did I say? What's the name? Initial balance. This top one, I think, is the good one. Yep. So even matching it up with the orb, pretty nice. So what all this does, so what the initial balance does on here is it takes, I don't even know if this was the default setting. Let me see. Reset settings. Nope, this is the default setting. But I changed it. So this has it actually from 5:30 a.m. till 6:30 a.m. for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I changed it to, I believe, 8:30 to 9:30, so the hour prior to market opens. So, and you also get news at 8:30 often. So it takes in that first hour. I was thinking about maybe even adding in the first 15-minute candle just to kind of add the orb aspect to it. We can see what that looks like, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. 13:45. Oh. So, yeah, I mean, you can see we get and what it does is it places these levels just based off of the initial balance range. So, and you can see these levels, I mean, they're getting smacked, right? It's all over the place, but it's smacking them. So add some confluence to it, maybe add a VWAP, see what you can get out of that. Initial balance range, we just want to go ahead and draw that out. We can see we fall out of that initial balance range, but we get a bounce, we come back into it, and then we break above the VWAP, which is kind of showing us bullishness. So we can maybe go ahead and fire off a long, take profit here, probably set a stop loss, get stopped out, get a couple of bounces, show some support, go long again at VWAP and off of that bounce at VWAP and this initial balance high. Take that long, take profit at that next level. It pulls back. Potentially we could use our stop loss at each level as it breaks them. So still in this trade, and you could just ride it to the very top. Just something that maybe you guys might want to look into. I'll see if I can't get some kind of trading strategy plan or something to go with this, because it is pretty neat and I like it. Let's turn on the orb. I also so with this orb, since you can change the time, I also created an orb for the Asia range. If I put on my sessions, you can see this is the Asia range, and I went ahead and created an orb for that. Right now we are bouncing on top of the orb, the initial range balance or breakout, open range breakout, that's what it's called. getting both of my things mixed up. But you can see we're getting a bounce there. We're at the highs of the initial balance range, but we are at VWAP right now, so could potentially be seeing a move higher here. Wait for the break, and I would wait for the break of that and then come above this level here at 104.275, get a pullback, find some support, and then go long. We can throw up the Spaceman and see if we have any levels above us. We do have the previous week high above us, sitting at 104.996. I could definitely see us. So yeah, the 105 is going to be the key level that we need to get above and need to hold. We need to get above 105 and hold. Now, the most bullish thing for Bitcoin right now is the fact that it is consolidating at the highs and above 100K. And this is, make no mistake, this is a consolidation type of range. This doesn't look to me like a distribution range. New Earth Guardian, what's going on? How you doing? What is going on? The orb. Yep, gotta love the orbs, right? John Germain, what's up, fam? How you doing? Extensions and extended corrections are what makes or breaks you, though. Yeah. See, but this is why I don't rely solely on Elliott wave theory, because it, as Piper says, it is still just a theory. It just happens to work. Happens to work, especially like on your macro trends. It's really good. But what I really try to find is just like the low time frame impulses that signals to me. So I got bullish on Bitcoin once I saw this low time frame impulse in here. Right here. Once I saw this move up here, because you get the big push up and then you get a correction, just your wave 2 correction, 1, 2. Then you get another 5-wave move to the upside, which is wave 3. And then you get the correction for wave 4. And then wave 5 to come up and take out the high. And then you correct even more. You get the bigger correction, and then you do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have we even wrapped up 4? I mean, typically this is pretty long for a wave 4 compared to wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Such a nasty wave 5. 5th wave. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I don't know. I think we're more bullish if we just continue to trend sideways and even down. I still kind of want to clear these lows. We'll see if they give it to us. I'm not sure they will, though. Our spot is still sitting at a premium compared to our perpetual, so I think we are still pretty spot heavy in the market, even though our open interest has been increasing allegedly. Almost $1 trillion worth. Well, how it's went almost $700 billion. SPF, the value area high, then point of control to VWAP. That's what I said earlier, I think. But yes. Ugh. Futures. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait, no, chart. Duh. Velo. where I get my open interest data. So if let's go ahead and zoom out. If we just look at this whole bull run here, we got to our lowest open interest point for this whole bull run down in here. If I just match up these lows, where's my rectangle? So that you can kind of use this as like a support for your open interest. And then if you start getting above these levels here, we can see that's where we kind of tend to top or get into these levels. We didn't top here. I think we were squeezing shorts, and that's why you see the big push down in open interest here. Or people were taking their long profits. You did get a big spike in spot volume here. Spot buy volume. The delta was very big here. Daily. See, the spot delta is still not looking great, still negative. And it is does look like that this move has been mostly perpetuals, with our spot volume moving to the downside, but also moving to the upside. So our spot delta is coiling up. So that's that's interesting. That's interesting. Now, on our perpetual delta, we did get a bearish divergence. Man, this thing just looks like it's ready to pop again, which I don't really want. I really don't want Bitcoin to pop again. I want it to stay sideways for a little bit longer. Maybe get ourselves a nice bull flag in here. Get a nice little bull flag. Have another week of just kind of down and choppiness. Finish up a nice ABC correction and then continue higher. But even that ABC correction would be kind of weak, because let's pull a fib from the low to the high. Yeah, I want to get to at least a 382. The 50 is probably that 90K level, man. I don't know. So many options. So many ways this could go. But what I do know is that we are at the highs, and that is time to be extra cautious. And our open interest is going a little wacky in here. But it looks like we might be finding a floor in here. So let's see. Previously, this floor, this level of open interest was us bottoming out over here. We fell below that during this price action here. We got back above it, back above that floor, and we're kind of resting just above it now, but we've built up open interest on top of it, pushed to the upside, pulled back down to it, and now we're just kind of in a sideways range. I'm just interested to see which way this goes. Now, since the delta on the daily, this is the daily chart, since the delta, where did my brush go? There we go. Delta looks like it's pushing to the upside. And if that can flip green, then this thing will probably push higher and liquidate some shorts. Perp delta is also pushing more towards the green side. This is kind of like a different way of looking at like your money flow. But yeah. Man of different hats when it comes to looking at these charts. I tell you what, and it's kind of annoying. Sometimes I wish I would have just learned one thing and just stuck to that one thing, and that's it. Just to be honest. So yeah, this is kind of looking like our initial balance range, and we kind of poked above it, poked below it, poked back above it, barely poked below it. I mean, getting your standard deviations above, below, kind of trying to get back above it again here. So we'll see if we can get back above that 105 and hold it over the weekend. At least hold 100K over the weekend. And if so, then we might see some continuation. And the fact that the thing is, though, on these swings, we're kind of going two different ways here. My big thing is we've kind of, still just nasty. Just nasty. Don't really care for it. I need something. So that's how you know it's in a correction and consolidation, because it's just choppy and nasty and messy, and typically this stuff is pretty easy to point out, but they're not making it easy for us right now. That's why I love this indicator, or this, I consider it a tool more than an indicator. The initial balance could be tighter, yeah. Could be. This looks like it's starting to try and flip bearish. Money flow still coming out. Volume matrix still coming in. This is feeling like a fake out breakout and then a move back to the downside. That's what it's feeling like to me. Could be wrong, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Fake out, breakout, and then a move back to the downside. More sideways consolidation. Now, the important thing is that I've been telling you guys is, what is our Bitcoin dominance doing? What are our altcoins doing? Are our altcoins gaining on Bitcoin as Bitcoin is going sideways? And we might see those alts really start to move more next week, as opposed to this week. We'll see. We'll see. Coinbase, though, I don't know if you guys saw, they got hacked. And their stock, Coinbase stock, fell because of it. Makes you wonder, did they really get hacked, or are they just trying to bring the price back down to buy the dip and fill a gap? He said less than 1% of customers, but that's a PR that you don't really want. You're a crypto company and you got hacked, you know, through what appears to be, well, I was gonna say social engineering, but I guess it was just bribery. That's all it was. Good morning, Nick Musgrave. Hope you have an amazing Friday. Yep. Hope you have an amazing Friday and an even better weekend. But guys, it is past my time, but it is FOMO Friday. Basically, we're getting into the weekend. Watch out for any trickery tomorrow. Watch out for the fake out breakout, as I like to call them, fake out breakouts, and just be careful. Be careful. Watch for that swing failed pattern, like someone said earlier. Who was it that said it? New Earth Guardian. Yep. Watch for that swing failure pattern above the value area high, and then Lunar, we are range bound charts are iffy. Bear divs on higher time frames, but money flow creeping up. It's a hard read. Yeah, exactly. It's lots of mixed signals, which typically you do get during consolidation ranges. I mean, it is what it is. And bearish divergences tend to not be as strong if you are bullish. Like, you'll consolidate, but they won't be like too crazy. Let's see. It's FOMO Friday. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get our ohms on. Are y'all ready? Let me see some moons in the chat. Throw some moons in the chat for the moon gods. Moons in the chat for the moon gods. Oh, moon god. Oh, moon god. Bring us the gains. Oh, bring us gains. Bring us the gain. Oh, and the moon. We want the moon. Oh, moon god. Thank you for the gain. Oh, moon god. Bring my friends many gains because they deserve it, and I love them so. Bless you. The end. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you for coming on, coming to the chat, showing up and showing out this week. You have all been amazing. You all are amazing. I do appreciate and love genuinely each and every single one of you because of your support, because of your kindness, and because of you're just good people. And yeah, make sure you go out and have some fun this weekend. Maybe not go out, but go outside, touch some grass, get away from the charts. I'm gonna be scheming this weekend for some stuff in my personal life, but we'll see how all of that goes. But yeah, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow it's Friendly Friday, which means I ask you guys to go out there tomorrow when you go out, because you're gonna go out. Better go out. Go outside. Go somewhere. And if you run into somebody, maybe you don't know them, especially if you don't know them, just give someone a compliment, okay? That's all I ask. Coworker, boss, friend, just give someone a compliment. Say something nice about their shoes, their shirt, the hair. Just make them feel good. Give them a nice little fuzzy. Everybody likes a nice little fuzzy, especially on a Friday. And yeah, it's just good to be good. So be kind, be careful, be good. Rep your hood. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow and for the Good Morning Crypto Show, morning market report, and maybe trading with OC. Not really sure, but they might be on. So just make sure you hit that subscribe and like this stream on your way out. And yeah, guys, have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical weekend. And sleep tonight. But I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. Peace out. Girl Scouts. Bye. Good night.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spot. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches Top Shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark were only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide.
Wait, did I see Crypto Pollo's turning 45 tomorrow? Happy early birthday to you, Crypto Pollo. Love you. Goodbye. Have a great day. Bye.
The night from crypto markets soaring fast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be shown. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the